I'm making this because I need to hear it, and some of y'all might need to hear it too. When you're struggling with worrying, right? Worrying about whatever's going on in your life, it doesn't matter. It could be health problems, it could be relationship problems, like with a significant other, with family, with friends, with coworkers. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything that's plaguing your mind, worrying your mind. Something that God is reteaching me, something that I'm relearning right now in this point in time of my life, is that I always think I have to micromanage and control everything. I have to obsess over every aspect of the problem. Otherwise, if I don't maintain or keep it in my vision, it could, grow more chaotic and more unruly. And I think that me maintaining some sort of connection with it, paying attention to it, obsessing over it, worrying over it all the time in my mind, like it's a problem that needs to be solved, because I'm a problem solver, right? So if it's a problem that I haven't solved, it'll just keep rolling around in my mind like a tumbleweed, right? And sometimes it'll grow bigger like snowball, but other times you just have to stop it and realize this shit's not even real. What I mean by that is, instead of being in your brain and worrying about all this stuff, I realize that everything that we're dealing with is like figments of our fucking imagination, in the sense that we perceive it as a problem, but the problem doesn't exist. It's like the Matrix, the whole spoon video where she was like, there's no spoon there. We can obviously see a fucking spoon, but she's saying it's whatever that you see in your mind. It's the same shit in real life. So you can perceive that as a problem, but if you change the way you look at it, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? So what I'm having to relearn is to just put all my trust and faith into God, source, universe, whatever words you want to call them, it, Allah, higher self, I don't know, the all, whatever you want to use, I don't care, okay? Because they're all the same thing. They're all the same source. I think source is a good word, but I like God as well. And when you put all your faith and your trust in that higher power that it'll work itself out, then you just need to release and allow yourself to just relax, to see the signs. And I know you may be asking, but if I'm getting worried because I'm not going to see the signs and all this other stuff, I've already been there. I'm still relaxing from having to remind myself I know how to identify signs. Plus, also, you don't miss any signs. You should watch Miracle Workers. God showed me Miracle Workers, and it had Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. He was the sole angel that was handling the unanswered prayers or whatever. And so he's trying to help people, and if they're like, oh, I lost my keys, right? He's sending multiple signs, multiple different nudges, right? To try to push the person towards where they're asking to be led, right? And a lot of times the signs are misinterpreted, not even seen, they're totally missed, or they think it's some kind of hindrance or obstacle, but it's really trying to redirect them, okay? So what I'm saying is that for the longest time, I could do step one of what I just told you, right? Besides the releasing part, the whole whatever, like try to put faith, but then I wouldn't release. So I guess actually I didn't really have faith, because if I had faith, I would have been able to release, right? A part of me still wanted to micromanage over my desires and the things that I'm asking God to help me with, or the things that I'm asking God to lead me to, right? And I would just worry over every aspect. But I have to learn that God is going to show me the path, and if I just align with the feeling and knowing of that, it'll work itself out. So, and that's why Abraham Hicks will tell you to just worry about how you're feeling and worry about feeling good. To feel good is to feel God. It's the same thing. I think everyone has their own internal compass, and you're the only navigator of your own seas, and only you and God, because that compass is hooked up to God, and he tells you where true north is. And true north is, I look at it like your path is like the yellow brick road. I know I'm using a whole bunch of analogies, but your path is like the yellow brick road, in the sense that that's the path you're supposed to be on. That's the path you want to be on, okay? And at the end of that path is the thing or things, a lifestyle, life, existence, whatever that you want to experience. your higher self source, the spirit that's inside of you that's connected to God. When in the Bible they talk about God, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus, like the Holy Spirit is what's in everybody, right? Like that's what connects you. That's also your intuition. It's the same shit. Whatever word you want to use, I don't care. I don't know any other terms. I grew up in a Christian household and I became estranged, and now I'm being led back to God, and a lot of the stuff that I'm learning resonates, but a lot of stuff from like Taoist, Buddhist, Islamic beliefs also resonate. So it's like I just resonate with the truth. Okay, so back to what I was saying was I forgot. Let me see what I was saying. I was talking about the yellow brick road. I forgot. But basically, you're on your yellow brick road. And what I'm learning, or at least what God has been teaching me, is that I've always been on the yellow brick road. I just plague myself with all these worries because I am so caught up in the illusion of the 3D that I'm not there. So I'm like, I need to get there. I need to get to my yellow brick road, babes. Your feet never left. And you're looking up here, but you should be looking down, recentering, refocusing, right? Grounding with yourself and God, and realizing you're already on that path. Okay, we are a part of nature. What I like someone said is like, a flower doesn't need to be told when to bloom, when to bud, when to whatever, right? It just naturally goes with the changes of the seasons, right? And it knows naturally, intuitively, how to just exist. A tree doesn't have to be told how to grow after the seed's been planted, the water's been sprinkled on there, and the sun is there. It just does, right? And when the tree lets go of the leaves and grows some new ones, like it just does. No one has to go over and be like, hey, it's that time of fucking year. You don't have to do that. We are also a part of nature, much like these animals and plants that live here. You don't have to tell a bird when to migrate. They know when to migrate. They just feel that shit intuitively. We are the same. We just plague our own minds because we feel the need to micromanage, and all these things. And I'm realizing now, because I deal with anxiety, heavy anxiety and stress. I realize now, like, it's because I'm making problems that aren't my problems. So I am in a season of trusting and giving my whatever ailment, issue, whatever to the Lord, trusting He's untying that big ass jumbled knot that is my problem, and that He will let me know when it's done. Because I would also stress about not being able to pick up on that message, and that's why I brought up miracle workers, because God will keep showing you the sign until you see it. And if you don't think that'll happen, just ask Him to do that. I've done that. I've been like, God, slap me in the face with a sign, if you want me to like go in a direction, right? And God has been telling me the same message for like the last going on 2 years. So it's like, I told Him to do that. So I know it's not just me telling myself what I want to hear. It's you directing me and telling me what I need to do. I know I'm saying stuff in very vague terms, but I feel like the things that I say can apply to multiple people if I say things in more vague terms. And if asked, like, to specify, I can. I just realized I never told y'all the initial thing God told me before. He told me the rest of the message after, but the initial message was that, like, you want to micromanage, and you think that you're the best person, because I'm also bossy as fuck, and I've always been the kind of person that, like, wants to be the one that takes over the group, or helps, or takes over, like, group organization planning, leading, right? Because I think that the detailed plan that I come up with in my head is far superior than what I'm hearing from other people. Unless, they come up with something I think's better, then I'm down to go with that. But if I don't, I really like to try to take control, right? So I do that even with my own problems. And I realize that if I, like, who's the most capable person in the world to handle your problems? In all of existence, actually. Let's say, who's the most capable person or being to handle your problems? It's not fucking you. It's God, who's also, He's managing your problems as well as every other person who is alive's problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't even manage and handle your own life, yet God is handling billions of people's lives, plus billions and gajillions of, I'm saying gajillions, trillions of animals and all these other life forms, right? Who is more capable? So I have to remind myself that, right? I have to sit back and think, Cheyenne, are you really so audacious to think that you are more capable of handling your problems than the Lord your God? Of course not. That is craziness. That's blasphemy. I don't even know if I used that word correctly. I'm gonna look it up. I be knowing words, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. Like, who's really the most capable with managing and controlling and handling and resolving your problems? It's not you, it's the Lord. It's Source, it's God, it's Allah, it's the All, whatever you want to call it. It's not you. So either way, it's a higher power that you have to succeed to, is what I'm saying. So I'm finding peace in that, because I don't even want to like have to worry about that. It's like, oh shit, that's not my work. I'm not even supposed to be worrying about that. So whenever I catch myself worrying, I try to remind myself that, and I can feel the weight off of my back, my shoulders, my chest, my head, everywhere. Like, but I have to continuously remind myself, because I was so programmed to not think like that. And